Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to Az-Zahro and Talk debate. I'm your host, Najwa. Have you heard about the three gates of speech? According to these old proverbs, your words should pass through three gates before you speak them out. At the first gate, ask yourself, is it true? At the second gate, is it necessary? At the third and final gate, is it kind? Now, I think this principle not only applies to everyday speech, but also to debating as well. So, on that note, let's open this Az-Zahro and Talk debate. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce our judge, Miss Riza and Miss Gandhi. Let's give a round of applause for Miss Riza and Miss Gandhi. And I'd like to introduce the speakers from affirmative team. The first speaker is Naura. The second speaker is Dea. The third speaker is Kansa. And the fourth speaker is Abi. From the opposition team, I'd like to introduce is Ozin. For the second speaker is Zaidan. For the third speaker is Sasa. And the fourth speaker is Amira. The motion for today's debate is this house believes that every child should have a mobile phone. Without wasting any of time, I would like to ask for permission to start the program. I would like to call the first speaker of affirmative team to begin her speech. For Naura, time is yours.
I do think that it's important for every child to have mobile phone. Mobile phone makes sure that we are safe. That also means by having mobile phones, we will never out of contact with our friends, parents, guardians, or if necessary, our school. They provide a way we can quickly contact someone if we are in trouble or are lost. Mobile are most clearly helpful if caught in a large-scale disaster, such as a flood or earthquake, as we can tell rescuers where we are. But they also help for everyday security. With a mobile phone, parents know where we are and can be quickly contacted if we feel unsafe somewhere.
Now, I would like to invite the first speaker from opposition team. For the first speaker of opposition team, Hozin, time is yours.
Mobile phones might have some positive impacts to our life, but in my opinion, especially mobile phones can be a distraction. Mobile phones and the video games will distract children from other activities. We don't just spend for communication, but also for games. Most young people spend well over an hour on their mobiles. As a result, there is much less time for other activities.
Thank you very much. Now, I would like to invite the second speaker of affirmative team. The second speaker of affirmative team, time is yours.
Mobile communication is very useful, and its main use is not to keep us safe, but to make life easier. It is clearly useful that we can phone to ask to be picked up rather than always having to set a meeting time in advance. It is equally that mobile phone can tell us if it is likely to rain or if the train is late. We don't need this information, but it certainly is helpful. And is it just helpful for children or adults? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, I would like to invite the second speaker of opposition team. So, for the second speaker from the opposition team, time is yours.
In my opinion, mobile phones are expensive. Not only the mobile phone itself, but also there are many costs that must be taken care of if you want to use a mobile phone. The average mobile phone bill in Indonesia is 150,000 until 200,000 a month, but it can be much higher sometimes. And as a child, we clearly cannot afford that. Having our mobile phone will only burden our parents. Thank you.
Now, let's hear the rebuttal from the third speaker. For the third speaker of affirmative team, time is yours.
I see what the opposition team are saying, but sometimes mobile are not always distraction. Research has shown that when we allow kids to use mobile phone, they will get better results. Having their own mobile phone can increase their motivation to study. For example, mobile phones can be used to set reminders to do homework. And for the second sentiment, I don't really agree because parents can still have control their costs. The parents can make sure there's a little difference with their children running up large bills. After all, the cost also depends on how much is used.
Thank you very much. Now, let's hear the rebuttal from the opposition team. For the third speaker, time is yours.
I'm agree with the affirmative team a point. However, when we are using phone and it run out of the battery, and how if it's broken, it's only spend your parents' money for fix your phone. For communication, when you're using your phone for communication, especially for texting message. And sometimes it doesn't work when we are using communication by texting, like lose a part of message, such as facial expression or something. It causes of misunderstanding. Thank you.
Again, now let's hear the summary from the fourth speaker. From the fourth speaker, time is yours.
Okay, I'm Abi and I would like to give the summary of my group's opinion. The motion of today's debate is kids should have a mobile phone. We think that by having our own mobile phone, it will make our life easier because we can call someone anytime we need them. Moreover, for child, we can use it to ask the parents for pick us up, and it can use if we feel unsafe in somewhere. We can call our parents or teachers when there are disasters such as flood and etc. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So now let's hear the summary from the opposition team. For the fourth speaker, time is yours.
Okay, now here I will give the summary from my group statements. That we think that mobile phone can distract us because now many kids have mobile phone for playing game or look social media. If they already know what mobile phone is, they will be play whatever they want because the phone are their own. Most of them are on their phones cannot manage their time. Did you know now not many parents buy mobile phone for their kids because expensive? And if they play mobile phone, there is the bad impacts for them. Thank you.
Now that all speakers have already told their opinions, let's hear the comments from our honorable judge. For Ms. Riza, the time is yours.
Okay, so you guys did very well. Both group already gave strong opinions. However, I would like to give some suggestions for both group. For affirmative team, you guys stated a great opinion at first by mentioning the main function of mobile phone, especially for children. But I do think that you guys could give a better example in which situations it's most important. However, the rebuttal was strong. And for the opposition team, it's great that you guys could already mention a fact regarding the average mobile phone bill in Indonesia, but you still can elaborate more about the rebuttal. It was strong, but let's explain it. I think that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Riza. Now let's hear the comments from Ms. Gandhi. For Ms. Gandhi, time is yours.
Thank you, Najwa, for the opportunity. First, I would like to appreciate both teams for giving us good reasons and arguments. Meanwhile, I will give you suggestions for in order to make your argument stronger, you can add more details about facts or statistic data that already happen in our social life. For instance, affirmative team, you can add more details about how many percentage of parents who bought cell phones for security reasons for their children. It also works for opponents group. You can add more details. If you give details and facts or data after you give your opinion, it will make your arguments more reliable and accountable. That's all from me. Thank you.
So the winning team is opposition team. Let's give applause for opposition team. That is the end of our debate program today. I'm Najwa. See you on the next episode of Az-Zahro and Listal Debate.